Hey, what's going on YouTube? It is Matted Pictures, professional lifestyle and portrait photographer. And today we're starting a new series about amplifying your workflow, taking out the distractions that are slowing you down and putting in new habits that are going to create great workflow for your business, for your photo shoots, for everything. And today we're talking about the first step, and that is creating mood boards. And essentially, a mood board is a collection of images that help you define a style, theme, or aesthetic, including fashion, colors, setting, anything pertaining to the model, the location that you're shooting at. I create mood boards for everything, for style, which includes how to style a t-shirt with a button up, shoes. I love shoes. You're gonna be hearing me talk about shoes all the time, just no question. I love creating outfits that combine different colors that look great together, and sometimes colors that you would never think could work good together. As well, I like to incorporate my backgrounds and my settings with the outfit that the model is wearing. What creating mood boards does for you is it eliminates the distraction or eliminates the process of like, oh man, like, oh, I gotta shoot tomorrow. What are we gonna wear? Where are we shooting? It eliminates all that worry of what you're gonna do. And usually I create a mood board at least a week. It's usually 2 weeks, but at least a week before I have a photo shoot, I create the mood board. And what I do with mood boards a little bit differently is I like to create my mood boards with my client, not just in mind, but literally with them. So I'll contact them and we book the shoot. Let's say it's 2 weeks from now. And I say, hey, I've seen some of your photos on your profile. You wear these types of colors. You wear this type of fashion. Here's something. And I'll send them a couple things from Pinterest or from Instagram. I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? And they're like, oh yeah, that's perfect. I really like that. And this back and forth communication not only helps each other out on what the model is wearing or what's gonna go on the day of the shoot, but it starts to build a connection. It starts to build chemistry with your client. And you want that. You want good relationships with your client. You're not just gonna show up and be like, okay, we're gonna do this shoot. I'm gonna tell you all these poses to do and then I take the photos and then we go home. No, like, wrong. The photo shoot is an experience, and you're not just, as a photographer, as a business owner, you're not just selling your work, you're selling, hey, this is going to be a great time. You're not just gonna pretend to look like you're being happy so that the photo can look nice. You're gonna enjoy this. So after we've kind of found the fit, the style, the aesthetic, the mood, whatever you wanna call it, we're just excited to get this shoot underway. Creating mood boards with your clients, it gives them a hand in the experience. It allows them to have a say and have a part and make it a little bit more special for them. It passes by all that awkwardness in the first, few minutes of the shoot. You've been talking for now 2 weeks of developing the style, developing the look, and also talking about, oh yeah, that reminded me of this song I was listening to the other day. You start talking about music, you start talking about your other interests, and you're creating a friendship. And that's what I like to deliver. And that's what I like to have with my clients. I like to have that, professional relationship, but we're gonna be friends after this. We're gonna do multiple shoots. Maybe someday you get married and I'm your photographer or something. That's happened. You always gotta have that networking mindset in your brain while you're developing shoots, while you're meeting new clients. You have to see that they're not just gonna be your client for that shoot. You're gonna be with them for as long as you can. Where am I pulling all of these pictures, all of these ideas from? There's a lot where you can pull from. The main apps that I use on social media, I use Instagram, I use Unsplash, I use Pinterest, I use YouTube. So let's first talk about Instagram. Instagram is amazing. Honestly, if I had to use only one app, it would probably be Instagram. They made this update where you can save posts and then you can create folders, a lot like Pinterest. You create boards. What I've done in the past couple of years is I've created mood boards, essentially, just like on Pinterest, on Instagram. I don't have to send an extra link, hey, check out my Pinterest page. I can just send pictures from that mood board to my clients and be like, look, this is the style, this is the clothing, these are the colors, what do you think? On my phone, I have a lot of mood boards. It's ridiculous. Every day I'm looking at them like, do I need that? I'm like, yes, I do. It's just like my clothes. I have so many sweatshirts and I'm like, do I really need? Yes, I do. Let's go over a few. Let's talk about a newer one that I started. It's called editorial. And what editorial is that like magazine type look, that very professional, branding work type shoots. Also editorial, the poses of editorial, it's a little bit abstract as well, which is really cool. But it kind of carries that professional look. And that's something that I love. Lifestyle portraits, I love brand work, and editorial work is something that I want to go towards and create that kind of mood or create that kind of aesthetic for myself. I have one. Yes, you guessed it, for shoes. All types of shoes, Nikes, Jordans, Vans, Puma, Adidas, all of them. And sometimes they're shoes that I want, but mainly they're shoe shots. As you see right now, they're set up in a way that I want to recreate a photo like that. Another one of my favorites is literally just called colors. And it's taking the outfits and taking the background and setting that you're in and combining the colors and creating some really cool, aesthetically pleasing photos. A photographer and YouTuber that I watch a lot, I will quote him all the time, Trevor Went. In his he's got a video, street photography self-portraits. He says you want to create an image that if the background looks just as good without the model in it, the viewer will be prone to look at the image longer. And if you are more aware of the image in its entirety and not just the subject that's in it, you can create a very powerful photo. Another app that I use is Unsplash. And what Unsplash is a wonderful website of free content that is downloadable photos from anywhere. Anyone that uploads these photos, you can use for commercial, you can use for any purpose that you want, and you do not have to pay. It's amazing. And what's great about this is really it kind of abides back to Pinterest. You create collections. Doing a FaceTime photo shoot for my sister, who's an author, we used a lot of photos from Unsplash to gain ideas. There was some really cool stuff. And they're clean, professional images for free. Thirdly, I use Pinterest. I've been using Pinterest for like years. And what I just found out about Pinterest is that within your board, you can create subsections within your board. So now I have mood boards. That's one category. And there's subsections. And there are mood boards for each individual shoot that I've done. And so I have about 3 or 4 in there of ideas collaborated together from me and my clients for specific shoots. They have amazing, not just professional photos on there, but work from people all around the world. And you can find some really creative things on there. Hey, what's up guys? Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you learned something that you didn't know before. I'm really excited about this new series that we're diving into, all about workflow, photo shoots, how to develop friendships with your clients so that they continue to remember you and use you as their photographer. And photographers, remember, you and your client are a part of a team. You may be pushing the button, editing the photo, but they're there too. Give them opportunities to put their own ideas into the process. By doing this, you are building those relationships with your clients while keeping it professional. The 2 things I always tell up-and-coming photographers especially is to create and to collaborate. Create content. Stop overthinking, just have an idea, start moving forward and create. And then collaborate, work with others, especially ones that aren't even in your wheelhouse of photography. There is so much that you can learn from different kinds of photography that you can then take those skills and implement them into your profession. Use multiple social media platforms, Instagram, Unsplash, Pinterest. Use them all, but don't be overwhelmed. There's a lot of content out there that we haven't even seen yet, and it's easy to get lost in it. So keep them organized. Create mood boards. This is very important. I hope you guys are encouraged. I hope you guys take this information, run wild with it, share it with your friends on social media, in person, any way you can, guys. Thank you so much, and get ready for next week's video on a live photo shoot walkthrough. I'll be going through what I carry in my bag, how I prepare for my photo shoots, and what it's like to go on a photo shoot with me. I'm so excited, guys, and we'll see you next time.